Hey, everybody. I'm happy to be here to be a part of the telethon, and I want to share with you a short story that I have told in many, many, many places, and it's always received very well, and I hope you'll receive it well too. It's about never giving up, no matter what the circumstances are that you face. And I'll be accompanying myself, in case you're wondering, on a musical instrument that originated in the country that we call Peru. The instrument is called cajon because they speak Spanish in Peru, and cajon is Spanish for box, and you can see it's a big box. Here's the story. Not too long ago, there was this camel, and this camel wanted to be a dancer. She wanted to be a dancer because she loved beautiful things, and she thought that maybe if she could dance, she would be even more beautiful than she already was. So you know what she did? She went out into the desert. She got her special camel dancing shoes, got a special camel dancing tutu, and she started to practice her dance. She did the twist. She did the swim. She did the monkey. She did the Watusi. She did the waltz. She did a little running man. She did some of that Roger Rabbit dance. She did every dance that she could think of. Now, you all know that the desert is really hot, right? And the desert sun baked down on her shoulders, on her muscles, on her face, made her tired and dizzy, but she did not give up. She danced every single day for 2 straight years. And at the end of 2 years, a big smile came across her face. She smiled because she knew she could dance. She knew she could do the twist. She knew she could do the Watusi. She knew she could do the swim and the frug and a little of that running man. And she could even do the moonwalk really, really well. You know, she'd stand up on her back legs and moonwalk along. It was incredible. Oh, I forgot. She did the camel walk, too. And then all of a sudden, she got an idea. She took out her camel cell phone. She called up all her camel friends, and she told them that she wanted to dance just for them. So they all came on a particular day, you know. They set up the date, and they all came. And when they were all seated on the floor of the desert, kind of like you all are seated right now, she started to dance. She did the twist. She did the swim. She did the monkey. She did the Watusi. She did a little butterfly, some of that stanky leg. She did the Dougie dance. She did a little improvisational freestyle that she made up right there on the spot. She was incredible. She was spinning and break dancing and having a great time. And when she finished, she took a big bow. But you know what? Those camels were not very polite. They didn't applaud. They didn't smile. They hardly even looked at her. And after a few minutes, one of the camels stood up. He cleared his throat, and he looked at her and he said, I must tell you that you are not now, and you never will be a dancer. He said, your feet are long and bumpy. Your back is bent over and humpy. Your face is camel dumpy. You're no different from any of the rest of us. You're just a camel. And then all the camels stood up, they turned around, and they walked away across the desert. Well, for a long time, the camel dancer just stood there. She didn't know what to do. But then slowly that big smile came back across her face. She smiled because she knew she could dance. She knew she could do the twist. She knew she could do the swim. She knew she could do a little of that Madonna-style voguing. She could even do the Macarena. She said, if they don't know it, it's not my fault. And so for the rest of her life, she continued to dance. She was out there every single day, rain or, well, it didn't rain very much, but no matter what the weather. And for the rest of her life, as long as she was able to move, that dancing made her happy. Now, the moral of this story is that if you please yourself, you won't always be successful in the eyes of other people, but you will always be happy. And that's not all. I just said she danced for as long as she was able to move. Well, when she wasn't able to move anymore, she sat down and she wrote a book about dancing. It was the first time a camel had written a book about anything. It got to be a rave runaway bestseller. She was even on the New York Times bestseller list for, I think, about 3 months running. She was even on the Oprah show 2 days in a row. What, you didn't see it? Look back through the archives. She was on the Oprah show. So you never know. If you have something that you love to do and you stick with it and you never, ever, ever give up, you too might be as great as that camel who danced. And that is the end of that story.